Los Angeles. Will Decker, Jamal Madney, Ryan Anderson here from LAFB. We got a special guest in the house, Bruin Bible, returning guest, one of the best to suit it up for your blue and gold in recent years, Mr. Quentin Lake on Radio Row. Quentin Lake, how are you doing, my man? It's so good to see you again.
Man, doing great. Thank you guys so much for having me on, by the way. But yeah, I'm doing good. I mean, I'm kind of feeling like the Las Vegas air and the fields and all that stuff, but it's been good. It's pretty hectic out here. I'm surprised you guys can keep up, but yeah, it's been good.
We're barely hanging on, man. Yeah. I'll tell you that. There's no coffee here.
Day three,
right
Quentin in Vegas.
No coffee.
Oh, man. Day three in Vegas, Quentin is like 3 years. You know, so
does it? What was probably the most wild day?
Probably the first night we got here. Yeah. Naturally, on a trip, you kind of like. You get that energy, like we got to go out first night here, so you kind of get mixed up a little bit on that one. So it was a lot of fun, Q, man. You got to come out with us one time. We got to talk about it, man. Your coach, Chip, it's kind of in a situation where we don't know what's going on. I'm not going to ask you to say what's going on there, but what were some of the good things that he did for you as a football player in terms of your development going to the Rams?
I think the biggest thing is he treated me like a pro.
Yeah.
That's what you want as a coach, you know. Or especially as a player, you know, you want somebody that's going to treat you like a pro to get you ready, especially if you have dreams and aspirations to go to that next level. So, obviously, I don't really know what's going on right now, but you know, my relationship with him was really good. He treated me like a pro, was very consistent in the way he coached me. So I got nothing but respect and high praise for him. So, I mean, I loved him as a coach.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, some things are going on, but you know, nothing but respect for how he treated me and how he prepared me to get ready for, you know, my career in the NFL.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear, Q. And segueing, you know, from obviously a great run at UCLA to now a couple of years with the Rams, and we've been so proud of you as Bruins watching you succeed. And Q, tell us a little bit about this season. And you know, not much was expected. It's supposed to be a rebuilding year, and so how did it just unfold from your vantage point? And then second, what are you looking to improve upon in terms of your development in the offseason going into 24?
Yeah, and I got a crazy story about development too. But, so obviously, like you guys said, and like a lot of people not a lot of people expected a lot from us, but within the building, we expected a lot for ourselves.
Yeah.
And it was fun, man. We had a lot of young guys do a lot of big things. Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, guys on the defense side, Byron Young, Kobe Turner.
Oh my gosh, Kobe.
They did a fantastic job, especially, you know, coming into the league. Sometimes it's a really hard transition dealing with that. So, yeah, it was great. It was good to see, you know, all the young guys develop and not only have, you know, good play, but get the honors and accolades that they did. You know, get All-Pro, get Pro Bowl and stuff like that. So it was a blessing. It puts a smile on my face as a later round pick to see these guys succeed and get all the praise and notoriety that they need to. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to fit my role. Be a figure piece on that defensive side was huge for us this year. And like you said, you mentioned what are you gonna do this offseason? How are you gonna prepare yourself for this next season? And right now, I'm taking Taekwondo.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah. So taking Taekwondo with my girlfriend. It's huge for leg strength, core strength, mobility, flexibility. So just kind of little cross training that me and my girlfriend are doing. It's been wonderful, bro. It's been awesome.
We actually have a black belt on our staff.
Oh, snap!
Danny Dubs. Yeah,
Danny is a black belt. Danny, you a black belt? I heard you're a black belt.
Black belt.
And what Marshall Taekwondo? I'm taking Taekwondo right now. I was telling the guys I'm taking it right now. It's flexibility, core strength, mobility. It's been really good so far. So.
Until I was like 16. Weird telling people I was like Mr. Wolkenstein at 13.
Were you able to do the splits?
Yeah.
You were? I'm still trying to get there. Hips are a little too tight. Yeah.
He was a man among boys. Yeah. When it came down to
Mr. Wolkenstein at 13.
So, speaking of your role on the team, it kind of shifted this last year.
It did, man. I was playing.
You moved to nickel corner.
At first, it was a dime linebacker, or dime money, dime DB. Then it was safety. Then it was nickel. In one package, then nickel, then safety, and then safety and nickel in the same game. So,
what's that like? What's that transition like? How do you wrap your mind around that?
I mean, it was good. I mean, it was honestly an honor to show my versatility, but honestly how much the coaches trusted me. And that was a big thing.
I would love to ask you about coaches, but continue.
Yeah, have the coaches trust me to be able to move from safety to nickel or nickel to safety within a game. But a lot of it comes down to, film study and having the coaches trust you. And it was fun, being in different spots. I kind of like my football comparison, not that I want to compare myself to somebody, but really like Kyle Hamilton, what he was doing on the Ravens defense. I felt like I had this similar role to what he was doing on the Rams defense. And it was fun, man. It was fun. Being able to blitz, cover, be back there, coming out of the half, coming out of the middle of the field. It was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah. So the Rams built an incredible defensive coaching staff. Yeah. Coach Ra's gone now.
I was sad.
Jimmy Lake's gone now.
Yeah, I was sad. I was like, man, we're getting poached.
Yeah.
We're getting poached. But, it's a credit, one, for McVay to develop the guys, but also, two, the coaches deserve every opportunity that they get. Coach Lake, Coach Morris, those are two of the best coaches I've been around. Obviously, Coach Lake has had experience at Washington. Coach Morris had experience in Atlanta, had experience on Washington, and now is getting his well-deserved position to be the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. So, I'm kind of excited. Like, you kind of want to be a little Falcons fan, but
it's hard not to root for that guy.
It's hard not to. I'm excited to see what they do this year.
Yeah. Well, and so your first year, no Aubrey Pleasant.
Yeah.
Aubrey Pleasant comes back to the Rams. What does he bring?
He's been great. He's brought an energy that we needed, a mentality that we needed, especially with a young group of guys that we had in the defensive backfield. He's been great, man. He's super energetic, takes football and coaching so seriously and puts the work in. And as a player, that's what you want to see. You want to see a coach put the work in, especially with a guy that works hard as myself. You want to see a coach do the same thing. So it's been great. He helped us a lot. And he gave us a mentality that, whatever the outside noise said, it's about us in the building. So
do you keep track of your UCLA buddies and what they're doing in the NFL? Like DTR's
Yeah.
getting to start Charbonnet in your division right now with the Seahawks. Bobo making some plays too. Talk to me about what that's been like to follow some of your buddies back from the Westwood days and how they're doing now.
Yeah, not only has it been fun to watch them and follow them, but been fun to play against them too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when we played the Browns, DT was supposed to play. He was under concussion protocol, and I was dealing with a little injury myself. So it kind of sucked. I got to talk to him that week, but it was fun to catch up. And going against Zach was fun.
Oh, man.
2 times a year. He's a bowling ball. He's a train wreck, and he's doing well over there too. Him and Bobo doing a great job over there. But yeah, man, it's always fun going against UCLA guys because, you work so hard with him throughout college and then see him shine in the NFL. It's like you kind of want to be so serious when you're going against him, but it puts a smile on your face, especially when you see guys succeed at the level that really all the players are doing. So it's been fun, man. It's been a really good time.
That's fantastic. I got two questions for you. One, anyone in particular, a group of guys that you're still kind of closely tied with in terms of teammates?
100%.
Please.
Oh, no, so there are a couple group of guys I play video games with.
Okay.
Strictly.
Oh, okay.
And then, obviously, guys like Dorian, Zach, those guys, John Gaines, he's a offensive guard for the Cardinals right now.
Missed a lot of time this season, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He tore his ACL, which is unfortunate. And then Antonio Mafi, who's playing the Patriots. You kind of stay connected to those guys, and it's been great. It's been great. Those are all guys, you reach out to, you connect with. So, and then you have your separate guys that may not have opportunities in the NFL or still in college. Man, I play video games with them all the time.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Q, from your vantage point, obviously number of years at UCLA and now with the Rams, given your role, how do you see kind of the evolution of the college game versus the pro game from your positional standpoint? And were there specific things at UCLA that maybe helped you prepare for what you're seeing now today in the pro game?
Yeah, the biggest difference in terms of players specifically, when we talk about that, is the quarterbacks. Almost every quarterback in this league can make every single throw. And that's the biggest difference from college to the NFL is you're going against high-caliber guys each and every week, especially in my division, too. You got guys like Geno Smith, Kyler Murray, who's dynamic, Brock Purdy, who's doing a really good job over there, obviously, with the 49ers. But I would say in terms of the player, obviously you have freak athletes at every position, but specifically I would say the quarterbacks. And then just overall, what I took personally from UCLA to the Rams is a little acronym, is your alignment, your assignment, and your technique. Those
Ooh,
are three
okay.
things that kind of have helped me play faster, because obviously the game is a little bit faster in the NFL. But those are three things. Assignment. What's the coverage? What coverage are you playing? Your alignment. Hey, am I inside or outside leverage based off that coverage? And then your technique. Hey, am I going to play off? Do I want to show a little bit of, hey, I'm blitzing? Do I want to play press coverage? And those three things, especially pre-snap, help me all the time. So those are things I learned, especially at UCLA, which I took to the league, and it's been helping me a lot.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I guess what makes the Rams so good at preparing their players, because you alluded to it when we were talking off camera, it's instant impact. I mean, Puka was one of the best receivers in the league this year. Avila's among the best guards within the NFC. Yeah. You got Kobe Durant as one of the best defensive tackles lying next to a guy like Aaron Donald. Yeah. What makes them so good? Because you come in right away play. Kyron Williams, really his first-year play. It's unbelievable what they're able to do in development.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with our coaches.
Yeah.
We have a great, great coaching staff. And like we talked about before, obviously they're getting opportunities, much well-deserved opportunities elsewhere. But it goes to show that, they did a really good job on the Rams. And I think the biggest thing is, the coaches don't coach everybody the same. They coach to your strengths.
Yeah.
Coach Aubrey Pleasant isn't going to coach me the same way as he is Kobe Durant or Russ Cease or Jordan Fuller, whoever is in our secondary. And I think that's what really helps us take our game to the next level is, coaching to our strengths. And obviously it showed this year. Coach McVay coached to Kyron's strength, coached to Puka's strength, coached to Stafford's strength, even though, he can do whatever back there and it'll work. But, yeah, man, it's been great. Like I said, great group of coaches, great group of players, great group of, staff in general. I think the Rams is the best organization to be in terms of just hospitality.
Oh, totally, yeah.
But, yeah, man, it's been fun. It's been fun. I'm excited to see what we're going to do this upcoming year.
Man, it's only going to be going up strong. Yeah. Quentin, you've been such an awesome guest. I got one more question for you. Are we going to see you at the Rose Bowl in the first year of the Big Ten for UCLA
next
year?
Yes. Spoiler alert, say yes.
Yeah, we need you back, bro. That's totally right. We need you back, man.
Yeah, that transition was crazy, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy because the reason why I think it's interesting, and yes, obviously, let me answer your question again. I'll make an appearance.
We love it.
But you go from having such a competitive year in the Pac-12 to just breaking it up. And I was sad because I was like, you had,
Penix and Bo Nix and Caleb
Williams, all these top-tier guys. Oregon had a really good year. Washington had a really good year. You have high-caliber guys in all these positions. It was sad to see this really hyper-competitive division get broken up. I'm excited. I can't say I'm not excited for it because I am excited for the move. It's going to be great, especially for the notoriety coming to different programs and the social media that's going to come to the programs. But it was sad to see such a competitive year. Like you just missed the Pac-12. The Pac-12 is so strong.
Yeah, it's iconic, man. It sucks, Yeah.
Would you have enjoyed playing in the Big Ten, given kind of your role and your position?
No.
Yeah.
too cold, and then you got to think about this. If I had to get ready for a test or something like that, if I got finals or midterms, and then I got to take a 5-hour flight every other week, that's tough. So
conference games in Maryland, man.
Yeah. True Southern California guy right here. Too cold. I've been in Southern California for 6 years. I don't want to go. It's too cold for me now. So on the Rams defense, a lot of young guys. Who are the guys that really emerged as some of the leaders on the Rams defense?
I got one guy. Obviously, you can say Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
Ernest Jones, man.
Oh, he's so underrated.
So underrated. And he was huge for us this year in terms of team morale, not only, but obviously his play. We know that. He broke the franchise record in tackles this year. But just his vocal leadership. Yeah, his vocal leadership, the energy that he brings to the team was critical for us this year. And that's a player I think that goes under the radar, especially for the Rams, because of other guys had success. Man, Ernest Jones had one hell of a year, and I can't wait to see what he does this upcoming year, and hopefully for years to come.
Yeah, man. Well, I just am so grateful you came on, man.
Thanks,
We are
man.
part of the UCLA and Rams community. We're both so proud of you, man, and what you've
absolutely.
achieved. So thank you so much for going on, Q Lake. It
thank-
means the world, man.
Yeah, thank you guys
Thanks
for
so much,
having
Q,
me.
and best
Absolutely.
of luck on the upcoming season.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you guys.
LA Football Network, we are out.